Hi everyone, my name is McKenna Woods and I did my internship in a speech therapy preschool and it was located in Mesa, Arizona. How did you find and arrange this internship? I was looking for different internships for several months. I knew I wanted to work with young kids and hoped to further my education working with the preschool age. I was talking to my mom and she put me in contact with a speech therapist at her school. After working with a speech therapist, I was able to create a schedule where I could come in and be her intern in the preschool classrooms. What were your responsibilities in the internship? I collected data for all the students while she worked with them. So while she was doing either language cards or working with sentences or anything, reading a book and having them retell, I would listen to what the students would say and I would either write down where they would make a mistake, words that they struggled to say. Either if the student wasn't big into talking, then I would write down all the words and sentences that the student was saying. And then I would also write like different letter sounds that they missed or other information that would be helpful to the speech therapist. I would also listen to the speech of the students and make note of everything that they missed. I communicated with the kids so the speech therapist could hear their sentence structure. So sometimes we would kind of switch roles and I would talk with the kids and get them, they would tell me a story or talk about what they're going to be for Halloween, and the speech therapist would write down what she's hearing from the student and different things that she can work on with them. And the other thing that I did was create lesson plans. So they create all of their own lesson plans, and they use a site called Lesson Picks to make word cards and different games, and you can really make it individual for each kid. So if we were working with Sophia and Adam, I knew to work on K's and G's, and so if she needed a lesson plan for them, I would go to Lesson Picks and look at all the K and G activities and see which one would work best and save them, and then kind of adjust them to fit their needs and then show them to the speech therapist to see which one she would like the best. And I would create different flashcards and different word cards and commands. So like they need to be sitting in their seat. So the flashcards would help them to kind of give them a reminder of, hey, you need to be sitting in your chair correctly, or you need to wash your hands. And they would also have to do a lot of requesting. So if they would want snack, they would have to say, Miss Kenna, I want snack please, and communicate that to me. And if they needed help opening up their snack, they would have to ask me again. If they wanted to be excused from snack, they would have to raise their hand and communicate. And all of these ways of communication help them to build their word vocabulary and build their sentence structure. How did you benefit the site you served at? I really love the site that I served at. I was able to meet new teachers and create friendships with the staff members. I helped the staff by working on lesson activities, talking with the kids, and collecting data and assisting in their daily schedule. So depending on the day, I was in a different classroom, and depending on the kids, I would kind of assist where they would need me that day. So if I was in Brenda's class, for example, I would work more on lesson plans and kind of assisting the teachers because there is not too much data to take there. And the kids are a little harder to deal with, so mainly just work with the speech therapist and the teacher. But if I was in Miss Amy's class or Miss Maria's class, I would work with the kids, and if the kids needed something, I would help them with it, or help with snack time. I would organize their letter cards and help them make sure that they are getting the letter sounds right. How did you benefit personally from the experience? I love my internship. It taught me patience, hard work, and communication skills. I was very shy before my internship and was nervous to meet new people. I love everyone who I worked with and went out of my comfort zone during my internship. I learned patience as well as I worked with each student and tried to help them say the correct letter sound. I also learned hard work because I was able to stay focused and learn more about early child development. I hope to work with children after I finish my education, and this experience taught me about myself and how to work with kids in a preschool setting. So I really just enjoyed working with the kids and seeing them improve daily. They would come and they were just so excited to learn. Like in this picture, for example, they're working on their S sound, and I remember Ellie had a hard time with her S's, and we would hold up a mirror so then she could see her snake sound, and she would just try so hard to get it right and not to stick her tongue out, because that's what she would do. So we had to teach her to keep her tongue in the cage and to just close her teeth and make the S sound. And it was awesome to see her work so hard to try to get it right and continue to improve. Describe one important connection between your coursework and what you experienced during your internship. During my time at BYU, I was able to learn about early childhood development and read case studies of parents interacting with their kids. I was able to interact with kids every day through my internship and see the importance of communication at that young age. Throughout my degree, I learned a lot about communication between kids and adults. I also learned how crucial every early development is, and I enjoy watching the preschoolers develop in their language more and more each day. I loved reflecting on what I learned in my degree during my internship. My favorite part of my degree had to have been when I was learning about early childhood development and watching the case studies of different parents interacting with their young kids and how they would respond to different cues. And I loved being able to do that in a real world setting during my internship, and watching the preschoolers do independent play, or watching them solve their problems with their friends, or seeing them say the different letter sounds and be able to retell a story, and each day they would just learn more and more. Would you recommend the site experience to other students? If yes, who should students contact to arrange an internship at the site? Yes, I would recommend this experience to other students. I have learned more than I would have ever imagined. If students are interested in this internship in Mesa, Arizona, they should contact Becky at becky.pomeroy@gmail.com. So overall, I really enjoyed my internship, and I was so happy that I was able to meet all the kids and have those relationships with the teachers, and it really helped me build upon my future and what I want to go into after I graduate. And I'll miss the kids so much, and I loved interacting with them and hearing their crazy stories each day, and yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I was so happy that I was able to do an internship following what I wanted to do in the future. Thanks for listening.